Welcome, Trojans, to the 5-year anniversary of the Trojan Coalition. Today will consist of a speech by myself covering over the history of the Trojan Coalition, followed by a ball and party, which will be followed up with a game night. Please follow me to the first display.
Single
Yes,
file
get
line,
over here.
guys. Fake.
No, you don't got it. They don't got a single file.
Just horseshoe around him.
Just a horseshoe. Date is August 6th, 2020. A young 16-year-old who is trying to find ways to entertain himself during the quarantine logs on a Roblox game he's been playing for the past couple days, called Black Hawk Rescue Mission 5. Intrigued by the weapon customization and ability to represent his favorite special forces unit, the Russian Spetsnaz, this young teenager spends hours rating each location and learning the most profitable spots and best ways to earn XP and money. Suddenly, he is met by another player, wearing long, brown hair, resembling a woman, flying a UH-60 helicopter, by the name of Zero Killer. Zero Killer, as well as 4 other people, such as Deathload and Puncake Ryan, all group together to raid locations together and make some money. The young 16-year-old suggests that they meet in the mock briefing room before every mission for a quick pre-raid briefing. A small thing, but it plants the seed. Eventually, the night comes to an end, and the players have to start heading to bed. The young teenager, who goes by the name Custer, decides to make a Discord server so that all of them can stay in touch. The image? A sniper in a ghillie suit. And the name? Simply BRM5 Discord server. Inspired by a community he'd once been kicked out of, he wanted something new. Something built on militaristic realism and lore-oriented and driven operations. But the question was, what do we call it? The idea of Spartan Coalition came to mind, but it sounded too tacky and too unoriginal. Well, my school's mascot is Trojans. How does Trojan Coalition sound? It flowed off the tongue and came naturally. And so it was decided. But what will we be about? He thought. He noticed that in the game BRM5, there were multiple countries that in real life wouldn't normally fight alongside each other, like the United States, Russia, China, etc. We obviously can't just be a NATO group, so then who should we represent? He then noticed a sign on the front of the base called the United Nations Joint Task Force Base. It's not such a bad idea. We will represent the United Nations and allow our members to represent any country they want, so that they feel they have their own form of identity. Some time would go on. The Trojan Coalition would garner some attention by the BRM5 community, being known as strict and uptight. But as time passed, the Platinum 5 community began to lessen. The amount of updates released, causing an overall lack of interest in the BRM5 genre. Less and less people were playing the game, and the same operations each week were getting stale. It was then decided that the Trojan Coalition would need to find other games to utilize to maintain what seemed to be the near end of its lifespan. During that time, Trojan Coalition found a handful of games to utilize to maintain its relevance, doing operations on Landsite Syria in support of Syrian intervention, and Operation Exodus, a game that took place in Manila, Philippines. However, the summer was over, and the world was beginning to reopen, recover from the pandemic. People were going back to school, and no longer doing it online. Members' attention was needed elsewhere, and there was no true set vision or path in sight for the Trojan Coalition. So, on August 5th, 2021, exactly a year after its making, the Trojan Coalition disbanded. Please follow me. Life would go on. Friends would stay in touch, and the memories would be missed. However, there was always the discussion of maybe coming back one day. A year later, Custer would join the Army. After completing basic training and being stationed in Fort Campbell, he realized that the Trojan Coalition was extremely flawed in terms of realism. The NCOs are the one who are to conduct the discipline, not the highest ranking officer. Realism wasn't just about tactics. Who's messaging me? Oh, I've been muted. Oops. Realism wasn't just about tactics. It was about leadership, discipline, customs, and courtesies. All these things, he thought, could make the community so much better. On top of that, he had just found a game called Kandahar Province, Afghanistan. A popular ACS game that was quickly garnering attention on the Roblox homepage for Milsimmers. So, it was decided. The Trojan Coalition would be reborn. Kandahar, Afghanistan. The Trojan Coalition was assigned with conducting security operations within the country after the recent withdrawal of the United States. The Trojan Coalition was tasked with conducting traffic control points, critical site security, and anti-terrorism operations, while assisting the local Afghani rebellion groups against the Taliban. One person in particular that had a large impact on the overall success of the Trojan Coalition was one Afghani rebel named Abdul al-Jakawi. Abdul al-Jakawi was in charge of the large militia group that's sole purpose was to destabilize and destroy the Taliban. The Trojan Coalition would spend roughly a month and a half in the region, until one fateful day. The head developer of Kandahar Province had decided that due to the amount of people creating fake terrorist organizations and representing them in his community, he would be safer off removing the game. So, the day an operation was set, the game was taken down. The Trojan Coalition was back to square one, finding another game. Many members of the Trojan Coalition spent hours trying to find a game that would be sufficient to their needs, until finally, one member by the name of Modern would inform Custer of a game he found, Helmand Provenance. I got in contact with the developer, and he said he'd be willing to help us, Modern said. Skeptical, but having no other options, Custer agreed to meet with this developer, a young 13-year-old kid by the name of Low Poly. Quiet and to himself kid who immediately began giving suggestions on how the community could be made better, and requesting that if he joined, he immediately be promoted to a commissioned officer. Now, Custer, being the short-tempered asshole he is, didn't take too kindly to some new guy he'd never met telling him how to run his community, and snapped at him. After realizing that the developer he just snapped at was 13, Custer felt like quite the asshole, and immediately messaged the developer apologizing. But it was too late. The developer had left, and the opportunity to utilize the game and add on to it was gone. Yeah, that was pretty stupid of me, Custer would later say that day in a group call. But unexpectedly, the next day, the developer rejoined. Custer immediately apologized, expecting to hear an earful. But to his surprise, the developer thanked him. He said that he needed someone to put him in his place, and needed to hear that. Thankfully, the developer came back, still feeling like an asshole. The two began to work together on how they could make the game better. I found a map. Please follow me. Those were the words that would start an entire campaign against the de facto group that was previously in Operation Trojan Horse, the Red X. Originally unsure how the Operation series would work, Custer decided that the location would be utilized as a training ground for the time being. However, one day Lowe would show him a new AI he found, a zombie AI. Uninterested, Custer waved it off, stating, I had zero interest in doing an Operation series against zombies. But as time passed and more trainings were held on the location, the potential to utilize the map and shift focus less on counterterrorism operations and more on global security was presenting itself. Alright, I have an idea. An entire series in the Congo would form based on that sole zombie AI. However, Halloween was approaching fast. Two agreed. And what spawned from that idea was an operation name that is only whispered amongst the ranks of the community. Little is known of what happened that day, and the information presented almost always immediately silent. The operation that never happened. Operation X-147. Please follow me. Map in the Philippines? But we already did an operation series in the Philippines. What would possibly be the motivation to go there? Custer said, rather confused. Well, I devised a roadmap of the importance of each island inspired by Ghost Recon. Now that we can work with. Philippines was the first operation series in the Trojan Coalition that focused on a linear start to end roadmap with the story in the middle. Utilizing the SS Trojan and the brand new artillery system, Trojan Coalition would experience a unique first-time experience into a new operation series with bosses, factions, and different AI difficulty levels. The goal was simple: take down Javier and the FPSI and save the Filipino people from the drug-ridden, pirate-infested region. However, the words, "the enemy of my enemy is my friend," would feel like a sharp dagger into the heart of many Trojans that were present for Operation Trojan Horse. Please follow me. What's a location that a global terrorist organization can take over without experiencing an overwhelming force of said country's military and begin development of nuclear bombs to frame the United States and Russia against each other? Greenland. Most often referred to as the peak of the Trojan Coalition and one of the most favored operation series for many Trojans, the operation series in Greenland was a fan favorite for many, unless you ask the lead developer himself. Consisting of, for the first time, force-on-force combat with a near-peer adversary, with the ability to utilize helicopters and tanks, Greenland captivated the attention, recruitment, and interest of many. However, something dark was approaching: the second disbandment of the community. With a combination of distrust, misinformation, and monkey-see, monkey-do agendas, the Trojan Coalition experienced what some can be referred to as a civil war. Losing its head NCO, lead developer, and many other impactful members of the community, it truly seemed that there was no way the community could go on. So, it was decided. The community was dead. Months would pass. The thought, "he will message me when the time is right," constantly went in and out of Custer's mind. Until one day, Custer ultimately decided to check his friend requests. There he was, sitting in the pending friend request tab. Surely this must be a mistake, he thought. Adding him back, the first words were, "Can you talk?" A 2.5 hour long conversation about how much growth had been acquired amongst the two, and the regrets that they both shared, allowed for a heartfelt apology and acceptance of guilt. The words, "I'd like to restart Trojan again," stung. The words were clear. The bond between two friends working together again to allow for new operations to be had, friends to be made, and laughs to be shared was in the air. The only question was how and where to start. Please follow me. Iran. It was so simple. Something that could easily be played off as an excuse for the reestablishment of the Trojan Coalition. But we can't just start back up and immediately go into an operation. We need training, discipline, and members. Ceremony would do it, re-welcoming all the new and previous members into the community. A new era for Trojan was beginning. Operation United Front. Currently to this date, Trojan's longest operation series, United Front consisted of combating a near-peer threat while also implementing anti-terrorism operations against the IPDF. The Trojan Coalition was back, and it was clear that it was here to stay. Please follow me. Well, it's clear. Our Trojans are just as skilled as before. We've done anti-terrorism operations and force-on-force in the same operation series. How's that for training? But wait, what if we could go somewhere where ROE was heavily restricted? What if we could go somewhere where the utilization of civilian clothes was not only normal, but required? What if we could go somewhere where our only form of transportation is unmarked cars, and not Humvees and tanks and Jeeps? Where could we possibly go that could fit all those categories and make sense? Operation Decapitando el Serpiente, or Heading the Snake. One of the most underrated operation series in Trojan history, the Operation series focused on combating the Sinaloa cartel, while also discovering the whereabouts of Trojan's long-lost rival, the Roman Coalition. Maintaining good situational awareness and requesting permission every time before engaging was key to success of this Operation series. Filled with corruption, twisted CIA agents, and betrayal, Operation Beheading the Snake checked off all the categories for your run-of-the-mill Hollywood cartel movie. Fun, innovative, one hell of an ending, Operation Beheading the Snake would always be remembered for its uniqueness in the Trojan Coalition. Follow me? There's no way in hell we can do an operation series in Ukraine. It's too politically involved. And the differentiation between the good guys and the bad guys is too murky depending on the country you represent. However, what's a location in Eastern Europe that could allow us to fight similarly to what's going on in Ukraine? What place has experienced 2 wars and still undergoes Islamic terrorism today? Why not Chechnya? Grozny Guillotine was an eye-opener to many Trojan Coalition members that Russian and American equipment, though similar, is very different, allowing the Trojan Coalition or Trojan members to get a new perspective on their second best ally. Trojans spent up to 2 months fighting in the trenches against the radical Chechens until finally making their way into Grozny. With the second largest urban conflict in Trojan history, the final operation of Grozny Guillotine ended with a rather unexpected ending. One that wasn't meant to end, but was simply cancelled by the simple words of, "You are going to the South China Sea. Good luck." And thus brings us to today. An empty black box with nothing in it. There are still many memories and operations needing to be experienced to capture the sheer magnitude of this operation series we are currently undergoing. I look forward to completing this operation series with you Trojans, and look even more forward to forming the memories that will come with it. Everyone, please follow me. You guys make your way inside. There is a food table. You guys can grab drinks, food, whatever you want. It's all interactable, and you can get some food. NCOs and officers, I prefer you guys to sit towards the front of the stage, but you guys can get your seats, and then we'll get these speeches going. Y'all are good to chat freely now. You're good. That's the end
Where's
of
the
my
cool kids table?
Mexico had the worst ending
Yo,
possible.
Sneed, you already know. First sergeant. You already know. You already know. First sergeant. You already know. You already know. First sergeant.
Front seat.
Cool kids.
Oh, cake.
It was a cool line.
I'm a dog this. yo, no wait.
There's chicken too.
chicken
You
over-
didn't get no
chicken over
cake
here.
already, bro?
Chicken over here. Yeah.
Wait, hold on. There's chicken? No.
Ones on your pickled cheese, put the patty in between his burger.
What?
Yo! Yo! Nah.
Hey, yo, who was
that?
That was your brother's.
Dude.
Alright, has everybody got their seats?
Oh,
Yes, sir.
We got the seats. We got the
Not
food.
everybody, sir.
Yes, sir.
Alright, hey, listen up, Trojans. Is this thing on? Tap, tap, tap. Alright, so, I hope you guys enjoyed the museum. I'll give you guys the opportunity to look around here in a little bit. Myself and Lo spent. So, let's start it back even a little bit further. Before the Trojan Coalition was restarted for a second time, when Lo was trying to convince me to restart the community, he said, "I got something to show you," and he showed me this game. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, it deadass brought a tear to my eye. To captivate what we had done previously and bring it into a museum, into a distilled like area, was coolest thing that I had ever seen. Way cooler than any other game that could be made. And he and I had the idea of utilizing this for the 5th year, but adding the operations that we had done previously. Lo and I spent get up here. Lo and I spent a couple hours working on this, right? I will say the majority of like what is done here was done by him. The one I will say that I take credit for that I made entirely by myself, except for like the terrain, was Chechnya, the Chechnya display. I made that one completely by myself. But other than that, majority of this is thanks to Lo. So if we could all give him a soundboard hand of applause, if you guys don't mind, if you have access to it. Hell yeah. Alright. So, with that being said, oddly enough, considering I'm the yapper, I do not have a pre-written speech plan. I am just going to speak from the heart, but I would like to go last. Alright? So I've given everybody the opportunity that is a sergeant or above to write a speech. But even if you haven't written a speech and you are below sergeant, if there's anything that you guys want to come up and talk about or say that the coalition has done for you, or, you know, just the experiences you've had here, or, you know, anything like that, anything's on the table, right? Obviously, if we're getting a little bit too silly with it, and, you know, we're dicking around, kind of lock it in a little bit, right? Game night's not quite yet. But again, this is an opportunity for us all to share, you know, the experiences and the happiness and the bonds we've created in the 5 years that this community has been here. There's some people in this VC I specifically want to, you know, say thanks to, but I'll hold on to that. But one person in particular that's in the audience right now that I'm looking at, Lieutenant Colonel DJ over there, he has been in it since damn near day one, right? So DJ has seen the fluctuation of, and I think Pun is still in here as well, and Modern just joined. We've got a couple people, and Lewis, I think he's still in here. We've got a couple people in here that saw Trojan in its early days and have seen how much it's progressed. As a major general yells at everybody all the time because he's a fucking asshole, to, hey, this is a structured community with, you know, rules and everybody's got their own place, right? And I would love to hear their perspective, you know, seeing it from a third person perspective, you know, not being in charge of the community. But I would like to give the opportunity for anybody that is a sergeant, or even if you're a senior specialist or anything like that, and you want to come up and give a few words, you're more than welcome to, but I'd like to start with people that have pre-written speeches. So if anybody has any pre-written speeches that is a sergeant or above, please stand up. Alright.
Oh.
Alright, everybody. So before we begin, the first person that I want to welcome up here is First Lieutenant Gecko. Alright. If you guys didn't know, First Lieutenant Gecko will also be being promoted today for his exemplary work in the community. Gecko is overall an incredible officer and an incredible member of this community, and we all look forward to hearing what he's got to say. So, Gecko, you can step up.
Yes, sir. Okay, is this on?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay, yeah. Okay. So, yeah, I made this speech like earlier today. I don't expect it to be too good, but I just hope it can just help start off the evening, so that we can all, you know, kind of break the ice a little bit. So, I'll start off. It's me, you know, the last lieutenant. Well, technically not a lieutenant anymore, but you know, same guy, different rank. And I just want to start off by apologizing for this speech that I'm gonna make. This Mad Lib, this brain-rotted meme of a speech. Anyways, yeah, I've not been here too long, just around 2 years. I wouldn't really call myself a veteran. I haven't been here for like the earlier events, but I've been through a whole bunch of operations dating back to the Congolese quarantine. That was some good times while we're all some goofy goobers. Yeah, and at that time, I was kind of going in and out of different communities, different groups, different genres, and something kind of stuck out to me here when I was attending the first few operations. Whether it was the nuclear bomb incident, witnessing people being 4 bears in, turning Mars to a minefield, or just seeing Delta. Yeah, no, just Delta. I had a lot of fun. It wasn't a place where I had any like real obligations, and I mean that in a way that I'm not forced to do anything. It's not a place that really helped me back from my real life, but a place I can enjoy saying chicken, 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 sneed, sneed, sneed every day without having to worry. And I kid you not, I have gray hairs on my head from other groups like stressing me out a whole bunch. And it's kind of crazy. One of them was like the size of my hand. But anyways, sometimes during operations, a little bit tomfoolery would get me old and old and scared, or sometimes when I had to fight a Jewish guy in the middle of the night. Only true goats remember blood. Anyways, I'm yapping a bit too much, so just pay attention to these orders. The Trojan Coalition, United Nations as a whole, I'm not including you, Knickerbockers, which in this case means New Yorkers, is a community I truly enjoy. A place where I can have fun, be in a funny Roblox military group, show my creative freedom, and grow with everyone around me, enlisted NCOs or officers. And to all of you enlisted NCOs, I want to encourage you all to keep growing here. Get yourselves fat with medals, events, ranks, and friends. Maybe, who knows? Maybe somewhere down this Fortnite battle pass you'll find something you truly enjoy doing. And just saying, no matter what rank you are, you're each important here. Or at least, you're important to me. Because like I always say, the CSM will scare anyone no matter what rank they hold. Asterisk, mic drop, asterisk. Okay, I'm getting off here.
Yo.
All right.
Chicken.
No, he did not say what you guys think he said. I forget where that comes from, but it's not Nickereauckers.
Yeah,
You definitely did Aqua. So
I did
if
not
I see you
say
saying
it.
that again, if I see you saying that again in Aqua, if I see you saying that again in off topic, you're getting banned. All right. Well, we appreciate Aqua, or who the fuck are you, Gecko, for his speech. Does anybody else have any? Obviously, you don't have to have a pre-written speech. Does anybody else have anything that they want to say? Come up. All right, let's get it. Dude, I better see your ass up here.
All right. Just making sure. All right. So, hello everyone. Most of y'all know me as Sergeant First Class Coke. Most of y'all call me Gaz. I don't give a fuck. Can I swear in my speech?
Yeah, you're good.
All
Your speech, man.
Say whatever you want.
Say whatever you want.
Except the N-word,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. All right. So I'm pretty new compared to most of y'all. I've actually been here for 4 months. My first operation was in Chechnya, but by that point I was already going through some stuff. Some of y'all know. Brooke definitely knows. Custer, you might know, sir.
I do.
All right. And I didn't have anything to do at the time. It was summer. I had no life doing this shit. And so most of y'all can tell. But another reason why I like this community is because this community is the reason why I 2 weeks ago decided to sign the paper saying I'm enlisted in the USMC. I'm very proud of that moment. And I'm not gonna keep y'all waiting here. My ship out date is June 23rd. So I'd like to thank y'all for getting me inside the Milsim community. It's a very nice community. That's all I gotta say. Thank you very much.
Oh yeah.
Woo! Let's go.
Round of a hand. Round of a hand. Round of a hand, assholes.
Now we're glazing.
All I hear.
There we go.
I love you guys.
Now we're glazing.
Yes.
All right. Does anyone else have anything they want to say? Modern DJ.
Sneed.
Anybody?
Sneed.
Oh, here we go. DJ.
Well,
here we
no,
go.
no,
We got
someone else goes first.
Sneed.
He goes first.
Sneed. There we go.
Sneed.
There we go. There we go. There we go. There we
Wait
go.
for everyone to go.
Alright.
Hey, hide your chicken. Hide your chicken, everybody. Don't distract him.
Yo, okay. Alright. Well, first of all, if you don't know me, my name's First Sergeant Sneed. Most of you guys know me for being the guy that loses my voice a lot and quote unquote just likes PTing people. First of all, no, I hate doing that. Second of all, stop making me do that. Okay. Next, I just want to say thank y'all for coming out tonight and just giving it y'all every up. Most of you guys are enlisted. You're the backbone. Keep going. I didn't get up here easy. You know, I had to work my way up like everybody else here. And yeah.
What was the first operation series you attended, First Sergeant?
Kandahar, sir.
Hell yeah.
So
Hell yeah. That's a long time.
I'm a little unk.
Little unk.
So,
Alright.
not you, unk.
Let's go, Unk!
Happy Canuck.
Unk!
Unk!
Let's get him out of van.
I'm
Get
younger
him out
than
of van.
all
Let's get him
y'all.
out of van.
I'm younger than all y'all. Man, give me that piece of chicken.
Oh, no.
Alright. Alright. DJ, you better get up here.
Alright, I'm out, guys. Have a good night.
Of course, I'm gonna get up
Good
here.
night.
All right, see you, Snake.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa.
Oh. Alright, well, mine's not gonna be much. Speech is just gonna be going down nostalgic lane. I've been here since day one almost. I mean, people older than me have longer is like Lewis. I remember my first operation being the operation where Lewis killed Major General here.
Yeah.
That shit was the funniest shit ever. And I remember actually it was when we had to do what was it, interviews to get in.
Yep.
Yeah, they do an interview to get in. I remember I think the first event I ever came to was a game night. It was TTT. I swear to God, if we're not doing TTT tonight, I think I might just might lose it because that's just a Trojan classic. I mean, we've had many great moments on that game. We've had great moments in operations coming from BRM5 to the ACS games. I mean, Low here. I mean, shout out to Low. He's been great. I mean, none of this would have happened without him. I mean, I don't think we would be on BRM5, but I think the Coalition probably would have like been gone if it wasn't for Low. There's been many different events that have happened that keep my interest in here. I mean, from events, from operation series that, you know, always trying to keep it elevated and new and all that jazz. I mean, we've also done stuff off where it's like Rachel getting hit by a fucking car. That shit's funny. I mean, we usually just do take TPT and other things. I mean, I haven't been attended to the recent game nights, but I mean, we've even done a Minecraft server. I think this community is more than just a milsim community. It's more like a family that, you know, just does the milsim, but it's always good to keep both of it separated. I mean, we've gone through 5 years. That's a lot of time. I mean, some of those years, you know, was downtime where the coalition wasn't up, but like during that time, you've had people come and go. People literally graduate high school. I mean, go to college.
I think Pun graduated high school.
Yeah, actually, yeah. Okay, well, yeah. I mean, weren't Pun like one of the older ones here?
Yeah,
I mean,
Pun's the unkest of the community.
Unkest
Pun, are you
of them
there?
all.
Yeah, there he is. He just unmuted.
I'm
Pun, you there?
I am. In spirit, I am. Yeah.
Yeah,
The unkest out of us all, dog.
He's the unkest.
Holy. I mean, what? I came in around 16. Custard was around here 16. I mean, what? 5 years. I'm 20. Custard's 21. I mean, that's pretty crazy. Been here for that long. I mean, we have our ups and downs. We have people come through. You have the pandas of the group who ruin it for people. You have the thirds and you have the Sneeds who come in, and it's just like, you love these guys, man. You love these guys. They've been here since like 2-3 years now. I mean, like, those are like some of the younger guys. Even Reaper, 9 years old when he joined. I mean, he didn't tell anybody that, but 9 years old. I mean, in my opinion, he was like one of the best enlisted. He was pretty good, solid enlisted soldier.
For sure.
I mean, you wouldn't think somebody that age could figure it out, but he figured it out, and that's something to applaud. I mean, any of y'all can be the best if you try, and that's just going outside the coalition. Not even. I feel like what we do here is more than just, you know, coming to the operations, yes sir, no sir, doing the shit and leaving. I mean, NCOs, I feel like you guys can grasp the concept that this has helped you a little bit in the real world as well. This is not just, you know, telling people what to do. This isn't just bossing people around simulator or like, you know, some fucking Roblox game, McDonald's manager simulator. I mean, some of you guys take pride in the work. I mean, I see it from Sneed, I see it from Azer, I see it from Gecko. So, I mean, we don't pressure you guys to do the best, but in staying in the community, you guys try to do your best because you genuinely love this shit. I love this shit too. I mean, I held operations back then, and I used to love this shit whenever. Well, I still do, and whenever Custard was going through the early days of the military. But anyway, I'm not gonna just keep rambling. I could ramble literally for hours about this shit, but that's really about it. Appreciate y'all for coming.
Bring him around.
Let's go.
Oh my god.
All right.
I heard McDonald's got scared.
All right. I'm gonna start calling on people because I'm an asshole. Captain Azer, you got anything for us or no?
Sure.
All right.
I'll go down a little bit of memory.
Oh, yeah?
lane.
Azer.
Hell yeah.
Azer.
A little bit of DJS.
Azer. Azer.
So, yeah, most of you guys probably know me as the quiet captain. I don't think I've ever gotten mad at anyone here. And I ever had to raise my voice, leave that to Sneed and Gaz. But the first thing I remember when I joined was, I think, one of the very last ops of Kandahar, and being absolutely terrified because I hear the rocket alarm soundboard thing go off. And I remember NCO screaming at me, the one lost PV2, to jump on top of like DJ or some shit. And I remember I didn't come back for like a few weeks until we were in Congo, when I first realized that this shit is like in depth. And then from that moment, I kind of cruise along until I reached my corporal call. And then from that moment, someone kind of made me do it. And I remember being absolutely fucking terrified. I hated speaking in front of people. And then after, I guess, my disaster of a board, I think it was one of the senior NCOs, Coco maybe, who pulled me aside and said, hey, like, he kind of instilled the importance of confidence and just, doing shit right. And I guess from that moment, I kind of, ended up here. Working my way through the ranks and like gain the confidence, like speak in front of everybody here. And I think it does extend a little bit more than a Roblox game. I don't think I have the confidence I've had today without the role models I've seen in this community, despite it being a bunch of blocks on the screen. But yeah. All
right.
W speech.
Yeah. That stupid idiot over there, Gecko. I think we've gone through this whole thing together. And then Lo, who wouldn't stop DMing me for a while after I got the officer promotion.
About what was he messaging you about?
It was a GIF maybe every 20 seconds. And then I pissed him off with I think I pissed him off with goon GIFs. Of just like
God. All right. Hey, give it a hand. Give him a hand.
W speech.
All right. So, hey, listen up. Can I get eyes on me? All right. So look, a little nervous to do this. All right, but I gotta give him the floor. All right. Modern. Anything you'd like to say?
Oh.
Here we go.
Oh boy.
Modern speech. Modern speech. Modern.
All right. I have nothing prepared. Wasn't prepared to speak at all. But
Modern, tell us how old you were when you joined.
Yeah. I was 12 years old when I joined.
What was minimum age requirement there, Master?
13.
All right.
And I somehow beat the record. I lied. Totally. And shoot. Now I'm 18 years old. Graduated high school. Man.
Yes.
Of course, Trojan wasn't active throughout the entirety of middle school through high school, but it was still beautiful throughout. Like, think about it.
Modern goes back to Omegle.
No, bro, we're not going back to Omegle.
Omegle.
That was terrible, bro. That was terrible. But I've been through this through Ronograd, through shoot, I don't remember the other games. There was that one Syria game,
Yep.
Kandahar, Congo, all the.
Hellman.
Shoot, I remember when I first DM'd Lo talking about how we found his game, and I offered to invite him to the coalition, and now
Right.
started this whole map building thing with being a coalition, which I don't think either party expected.
No.
But
Absolutely not. No one expected this.
that's the path life goes down, you know. You make connections.
Started it all.
You make connections.
Yeah, no, low key.
and
Yeah.
I did not start it all. Do
No,
not.
yeah. Let's be all honest. Let's give a
I
really
was
quick
the
hand to
first person
Modern
that
for
offered
finding
to
low.
DM
So
him.
let's give a hand to Modern for finding low.
I
Hell
was-
yeah. Hell yeah.
I just
Yippee.
offered first to DM him. That's nothing.
Okay.
Really. Don't reward me for that. But man, I remember. Oh fuck! I can't remember their name. I don't even want to disrespect
Damien?
them by. How the fuck did you know? Like off the top of your head, you're smart. You can read my mind. You know what I'm thinking.
Everybody
I don't
knew
think-
Demian. It was kind of hard to not
think
know
about
Demian.
it.
Let's be
Yeah,
honest here.
let's not bring that up. Let's not bring that up. Yeah,
Let's bring that up, actually.
Lo,
What, do you want
remember
Demian? Oh, you want Demian?
No,
let's not, let's not,
Demian.
let's not.
OG
Realistic
Demian was
heart emoji.
good. Demian with Pun when they were both piloting back in Ronograd.
Yep.
And then now they removed the A10.
And that's when the game died.
Yeah, facts. Yeah.
No, game's still alive. Don't say that.
No. I mean, like back then. Back then.
Back
when it
then,
did.
because it died,
Well, yeah,
and then
no,
it
it
came back
killed it.
after.
It killed
Yo.
it.
Yeah.
We should do a throwback, bro.
Come on,
we're doing.
BRM.
Yeah, bro.
Back to Brother
Maybe.
BRM 5 is good. Honestly, it's just the
Nah.
servers are really laggy.
Anyway, continue.
But besides that, I really have nothing else to say about Trojan. It's been a beautiful time here. Honestly, even though I'm retired, you know, I still have the urge to come back and attend some ops. But I don't know. I'm pondering on the idea.
Right?
I can, but like, I don't know. You know. I've been unmuted. Why was I muted in the first place?
Yeah, I don't know.
Whatever.
I had him here.
Okay, well, whatever.
All right. Well, yeah, we
Y'all
appreciate it, Modern.
Y'all have a wonderful night.
Oh yeah, give him a round. Give him a hand. Give him a hand.
Oh, yeah.
I don't want to give him a hand.
All right. All right. Some other faces I'm seeing in here. How about Tater? You got anything for us? No.
Why not?
All right. Why not? Right. Up here. Nothing's wrong, right?
Speech.
him
Do
in
the
the
funny
heart.
speech.
So, thank you, Lo. I was actually thinking of that. Thank you. Jeez. I haven't been here a whole lot. I've been here from Mexico. Last operation in Mexico. I shot DJ in the head. That was fun. By accident, of course, but...
Huh? Wait, huh?
Hey, is that Rachel?
We were on top of a tower. I accidentally shot him in the head whenever he walked in my crossfire.
You didn't tell me
Hello,
that.
Rachel.
Very good
That
snipe.
didn't happen. Don't tell me that.
Very good snipe.
All right, continue, Tater. Rachel's in the game.
He has a little bit of a wound from that. It's been really fun here. I have actually made a few friends finally. There are a few people that piss me off, but we won't mention their names. Pretty well known in the community, unfortunately. Yeah, I can't really say much. I'm happy to be here. Oh yeah, and chicken. Sneed likes chicken.
All right. Man, let's give him a hand.
WSP.
WSP, let's give him a hand. Let's give him a hand.
Chicken, WSP.
There we go. There we go. All right, Rachel, I heard your voice. Are you in the game or no?
Yeah, it's all loading in right now.
All right. Well, we'll give her a couple seconds. Let's see who else. Come on. Jerome. Come on. How about Jerome?
We thought he could hide.
You don't have a choice. You ain't got a choice. Get up here. All right, get up here. You get demoted P2. Let's go. All right. Thanks for volunteering. I appreciate it.
All right. So obviously, I feel like everybody should know me. I'm Jerome, Staff Sergeant Jerome. I joined. I want to say, like one of the last ops in Congo, and that's before like kind of Trojan disbanded. I want to say, but I can say my experience in like Trojan has taught me a lot. Like you really gotta listen a lot. It's taught me to listen a lot. It's taught me to be like a leader. It taught me to like leadership. It taught me a lot of things like I wouldn't normally like be that educated in. But I can say that Trojan it's brought me a really long way, and I want to see how far I can get up the ranks, hopefully. But I can say it's been really fun in Trojan, and I hope that our lower enlisted can someday like definitely come up, and we can have more members and more operations and more everything. But really, that's it. But last thing, everybody, please vote for Trader Town. I see a lot of Among Us. So I don't really want to play Among Us. Let's do Trader Town. And
Hold up. For those of you that don't know, alright, Among Us is fun. Alright, it's really fun. But Trouble in Trader Town is basically Among Us with guns. It's super fun, and it is a Trojan classic. Alright, it is a Trojan classic. Alright, so if you want to live like the ancestors of Trojan that are long gone, you can vote for TTT. I don't have a preference because I like all 3 games, right? Or all 4 games, but it's up to you. But all right, well, give a hand to Jerome. Unless do you have anything else, Jerome?
Gaz sucks. I hate him, and I love him.
Everybody, give a hand for Jerome or something. I don't know.
He's so true.
Oh yeah.
He's speaking
All right, Rachel, did you load in yet?
Yeah. It's
Did
just, I forgot what my avatar looked like before I joined the game.
Concerns me.
America.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
she's in the room. She's in the room.
Yep, I see her. I see her. All right, Rachel, come on up. Come on up. Come on up. One of the OGs. One of the OGs.
There's chicken on the
It's like
floor.
Oh wait, hold on, really quick. Come up here, but really quick. Hey, I want to give you guys
Like
a
a
little
sword
bit of a background about Rachel. So Rachel was originally part of a different DRM5 group when she joined us, and this was when they can contest. Trojan was just we had big heads. We thought we were the shit, right? We thought we were the shit because we called officer sirs and NCOs by their exact rank and name, right? So when we had some other filthy alternative group person joining us, we just thought we were way better, right? And so as Rachel was joining us for our first operation, we were just constantly like, oh, your group does that? That doesn't make any sense. And oddly enough, props to her, she didn't get pissed off about it. She actually, I think you decided to leave the group. I don't remember, but she was like, yeah, this is a really, yeah, she decided to leave the group and stayed with us. Which obviously as she should, because Trojan Coalition is the best community in all of Roblox. Roger.
Oh yeah.
Cool. Aerosol. So with that being said, Rachel, if you guys don't know her, which you probably don't, because she is literally a tumbleweed of the community,
Magnet.
but still a absolute OG. She is a member that has been here for a long time, and we're gonna give her the mic. So give it up for Rachel. Oh yeah.
Okay, thanks for calling me a ghost, by the way. Okay. Wait, I was low-key munching. Okay, so everybody kind of knows me as like the ghost. Okay, whoever just said boo, like, can we like throw like tomatoes at him or something, like over there? Anyway, basically, I'm kind of known as, okay, so I'm just gonna like,
I'll PT whoever says boo. I got you.
okay, thanks. Okay, so there's
Okay.
that guy that's like in the brown attire over there. He's first.
Yep, tracking.
All right, so I'm kind of known as like that ghost that kind of just like pops in sometimes, because I used to be really active and then I became super inactive real quick because life got busy. But regardless, I still made some of the best memories in here. I still have clips from like playing games with the people in this group because it's always fun and it's always a good time in here. I just don't usually have a lot of time to come here. But to the people that have been OGs with me, thank you for the fun memories because it's been great. Sorry for not being super active, but yeah, like Custer said, I did leave the other group because this group ended up being the funnest one and the one where I can make the better memories without being surrounded by a bunch of, you know, I guess less nice people. Yeah, and yeah, weirdos. Yeah, I think one of my funniest memories was like one time when we were playing that one game where I got hit by a car 3 times. If you scroll up far enough in the server, you'll end up seeing like a bunch of memes that like Bean used to make of me just getting hit by a car, and then like Custer like screaming in the background out of laughter. Yeah. That's probably one of my most like notorious like memories on here. But aside from that, I used to call Custer like an angry math teacher because he would always yell, and it just gave me that kind of an impression. And then aside from that, I have memories with like Chino, if y'all know him, and then also DJ like playing like horror games like The Mimic. But yeah, some of the best memories have been made here, so I'm very happy about that. So thank you.
All right, hell yeah, give it up for Rachel. Oh yeah. All right, hey, for tradition, haven't done this since probably about 2021. Hopefully, I don't get the MPs called on me. Rachel!
Amazing.
I haven't done that in forever. All right, Pun. I don't know if you're in the game or not, but I think you're still in here. Pun, if you had any words that you wanted to share, anything like that. I know it's been a minute since you've actually been a part of the community, but you are one of the OGs. So I wanted to give you the opportunity if you had anything you wanted to say.
Thank you. Yeah, so I'm in spirit as always. Been really busy with life, but ever since I joined Trojan back in 2020, it's been fun. Had very good memories. Knowing people know how to drive or not. That was a classic right there. I was always a designated driver, but hey, I'm fine with that. It's fun. It's amazing to see how this community has grown. So it's like, damn, it's still alive after these many years. So I'm very impressed by that, y'all. So keep it up that way.
Hell yeah.
Other than that, everyone here, reach for higher ranks, keep this community alive. It's just fun seeing this community grow from when it started began. I was like, god damn. And the game that's joined those. So yeah.
Crazy. Hey, for those of you that don't know, right, we do have OGs, right, like DJ and and Rachel, but Pun is one of the about 4 people that are the day 0 OGs, like day 0, right? And your day 0 OGs are myself, Deathload, who's no longer here anymore, Zero, and Pun. Those are the people that were the day 0, like the first day of the server's existence were in here. And you can even check, Pun's his Discord account. He's been in here since the very first day. So Pun has been here. He and I have talked for a long time. Been good friends for a very long time, and without him, this community, wouldn't be what it is now. So let's give it up for Pun. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. All right. So, if that's all the speeches, and nobody else wants to volunteer to go up, anybody that wants to.
All right. Quiet down. All right. So I've tried to brainstorm something to say. Be quiet. I've tried to brainstorm something to say. I can't think of much. I've been trying, y'all, I swear, but I just want to give a big thank you to everybody here, everybody who's not here, all of that. I came here 2 years ago, and just it's been really nice. I've had there's been a lot of ups and downs, but that's what constitutes growth, and I have one of the people that I can call a lifelong friend, and he's just standing right next to me, and I couldn't be more grateful for this community, because it's got me to where I am today. I've changed a lot from when I first joined, asking to be promoted, to where I am now, where I almost deny promotions. Oh yeah. It just damn, excuse me. It's good to be a part of this community. I love all you guys, and I do what I do not for any other reason but to make y'all happy and y'all have fun and stuff like that. So that's all I got.
Hey, I want the biggest clap and the loudest cheer y'all got. I want the loudest hoo-ahs, the loudest aerosols. I want the most claps for this guy, alright? If it wasn't for this guy, hell yeah. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Hell yeah.
Wait, what?
Alright, now. Clear comes. Everybody
Aw.
speak. Okay. Alright. Now here's what I want. I want everybody to slowly, quiet, and then louder and louder say, "Here comes the yapper." Alright, you ready? Ready? Here comes the yapper. 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 There we go. Alright, hey, so I know I'm a big yapper, right? It's because I love y'all, right? But there is some important things that I want to bring to you guys' attention. Just about me and about this community, right? When I started this community, I had lost. Who's fucking? I'm gonna kill you. Who are you? It's father figure. J3. What's your Roblox mic, silly man? Or I'll kill you.
More fall game. I'm sorry.
Figure it out. Alright. So, when I first started this community, I had lost a very good friend group of mine. It was in the middle of 2020. I had just gone through a really, really difficult middle school breakup, if you believe it or not, right? Middle school, who gives a fuck about that, right? But I started to go through some mental, reconciliation of my position as a person was pushing people away, right? I thought I wasn't really worthy of creating friendships and relationships, and it put me in a very difficult position of believing that I wasn't capable of maintaining any sort of relationship, whether it be friends or love. Meeting Pun and Zero and Deathload really gave me that perspective of people can enjoy me for who I am. And to see how in the 5 years that I've been in high school, through COVID, through household moves, through basic training, through my time at Fort Campbell, y'all have stuck there with me. It truly brings a tear to my eye, because it's so easy for people that are old and that don't understand, like my dad, right, or something, that would be like, well, sure, it's a great experience, but they're all online friends, right? You don't really see them or feel them, so can they really be true friends? And to that I say that's bullshit. I'm closer with some of y'all than I've ever been with the people that I've been in muddy trenches with in the field in the Army, right? People that are online, such as you guys, are more trustworthy than some of the people that I work with on a day-to-day basis. And some people I really want to recognize, obviously, are the OGs, right? Zero, Pun, and then obviously Death is no longer here. He left very early, but I still want to recognize him. If it wasn't for y'all, right, I wouldn't have started the server, right? I wouldn't have started the server and been intrigued to make this into what it is now, right? Without y'all, without me just somehow meeting y'all, none of this would have ever happened. And who knows where I would be on this exact date at this exact time 3 years ago, or 3 years from 3 years ago right now. If that makes sense. Probably not, because I'm a little drunk. But what I'm trying to say is I don't know where I'd be without y'all, right? So I'm really thankful for y'all. DJ and Lewis are another two names that really come to my mind, right? Lewis, I want to address specifically. Lewis and I have been friends for years. He joined the community, and man, let me tell you, that man pissed me off. Let me tell you, that man pissed me off. He was just unable to understand the concept of the community and what it meant to be a Trojan. But holy shit, if you ever need an example of somebody that can do a 180 and completely just burn on their feet in a matter of 2 seconds, Lewis is your guy. Because, man, Lewis just completely just switched up and locked in and became the second highest ranking member in this community. But ignoring all that of what Lewis did for the community, who Lewis is as my friend is a real, true friend. Lewis has been with me through breakups, through high school, through teenage drama, through Trojan, whatever you name it, he's been with it through me. And I appreciate him so much. And he will forever be considered one of my best friends. For always and eternity. DJ has been here since the very early on start of the community, right? And he's always shown interest. But there's a difference between showing interest of, huh, hey, Custer, are we going to do this? Hey, Mr. Custer, are we going to do that? Right? And just, instead of what some would call meat riding, just attending, being present, just overall being involved. That shows that you care about the community instead of trying to build your way up to rise the ranks for your own personal succession. You're doing it because you care about the community. And DJ is a prime example of that. He's been here since the very beginning. And when we restarted for the first time, he was there. And when Lo and I were talking about starting for the second time, I was like, DJ's really loyal. DJ's a really caring, compassionate guy and loves his community. But I didn't even think, because I didn't think anybody was going to rejoin, to be honest with you. I didn't think anybody was going to rejoin. And I was like, I didn't even think DJ will rejoin. And here he is right now. He doesn't have the retired role. He doesn't have the LOA role. He's a member of this community. He actively participates and he attends. Why? Not because I'm going to guilt shame if he doesn't. Not because I'm mad at him if he doesn't. Because he enjoys this community for what it is. And he's an outstanding member of this entire community. So, we really appreciate you, DJ, and all the stuff that you do. One person I do want to address. Green Joel, or Brooke, can you stand up for me, please? Stand up. Thank you, I appreciate it. Hey, so we're gonna address the elephant in the room here for those of you that have been here for a long time, right? It's no secret that your Major General has been involved in quite a few relationships, right? I'm just gonna own it up to it, right? You guys have met a couple different girls in this server, right? And the reason for that is because when I was a teenager, I had been going through a very difficult personal realization of I didn't believe that I was worthy to be in friendships and relationships because I pushed people away. So I would go into the first relationship that presented itself available and rush into it. Right? And obviously you guys have seen relationships with me come and go. And sure, you guys have gotten along with some of them. But I know damn well for most of you, Brooke has stood out tremendously to you guys. Brooke has been an incredible inspiration and overall an incredible person for me to develop who I am as a person today. Right? With her ability to be who she is as my girlfriend. Hold on, sip of beer time, hold on. I was encouraged to restart the community, right? Because I told her about what Trojan was. I was comfortable in telling her, hey, yeah, I ran a Roblox group. And there's a lot of girls and guys out there that would be like, oh, you don't do it anymore though, right? No, I don't. Okay, yeah, that's kind of weird. She thought it was interesting. She thought it was cool. She wanted to join. How many girls are you going to meet that are going to want to join your fucking Roblox milsim group at 21 years old? Not very many. So, Brooke, you've been an incredible girl and an incredible person. And the almost, you know, fucking almost year and a half that I've known you, it's been an incredible experience. And I love you so much, and I appreciate all that you do for me and for the rest of the members of this community. Final person I want to bring up is my buddy Lo. Alright, saving the best for last year, right? Lo has been a demonstration to me that the idea of people don't change is just incorrect. It's not real. The idea that people don't change is an idea that most of us form to believe that evil is within all of us. But Lo is a prime example that that is not the truth. My heart was broken the day this community disbanded for the second time. I was on my bed, and I was sitting there thinking, why is this not hurting yet? Why isn't this hurting yet? And I sat there on my bed, and I looked at a TikTok I had made a couple months prior on the Trojan Coalition TikTok. Follow, by the way. And there was a TikTok that was posted around the Greenland era. And the caption stated, I love my Trojans, each and every one of them. They're my family. And upon hearing the music and seeing the pictures and reading the caption, I cried harder. And I'm willing to admit this as a 21-year-old man in the military. I cried harder than I had in a long, long time. I was so sad at not only at the fact that the community that I loved so desperately was gone, but the friends that I had made were gone as well. But I told myself that if my belief in God and my belief in fate was strong enough, the mature ones, the responsible ones, and the ones that wanted to show that they cared about being decent human beings would one day message me. You can ask DJ, you can ask Lewis, you can ask tons of other people. My words, to be exact, were one day one of them will message and it will be an apology. And I can sit there and I can say, and this goes to all of you, right? Every one of us have been hurt before. Every single one of us have been hurt, beaten down, betrayed, lied to. And it is so easy to say, I don't forgive you. I hate you. Don't ever speak to me again. How easy is that? It's unbelievably easy. But why take the easy path? Why not go down the hard path and say the words, I forgive you? Because in doing that, not only are you building up a relationship that can thrive and prosper, but you are allowing that individual that is apologizing to feel gratitude for doing the right thing. And that's exactly what Lo did. Lo could have expected to be chewed out, to be sworn at, to be told, you're the reason this community is destroyed, blah, 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 blah. Because that would have been the easy response. And what would that have taught him? Nothing. But instead I opened with forgiveness. Because in reality, I missed my friend. Lo is an incredible example that people can change and acknowledge what their past doings are, and what they've wronged in. And I encourage all of you that whatever you take out of this community, whether it be leadership abilities or, the ability to speak in public, or maybe an encouragement to join the military, if you take anything out of this, I ask two things of you. My first thing is to respect each other. I thought that when I got out of high school, the life of drama was behind me. The idea of hating one another just because they're different was gone. But I was wrong. The military is nothing but an extended time in high school. And you will learn that just because you graduate high school, people will still hate you for who you are. Who cares? When I was in my deployment in Texas, I had a very good friend who was my roommate. He not only was interested, but accepted my community in running operations in Greenland on Roblox. And as a matter of fact, even said, so that's why you're so good at PTing privates. Because he couldn't understand it for the life of him. So don't be afraid of who you are. Don't be afraid of who you are as a person and what you're interested in. Be yourself. The other thing I would say to you all is respect each other. Right? You guys may have differences, but as long as you are treating each other as human beings, it's easy to disagree and to say, you know what? This guy in the community pisses me off. This guy is overall a bad person. This guy is not good at being a member in the community. You know what? That all may be true. But respect is a two-way street. And the second you lose respect for a person, you are disrespecting who they are as a human being. And forgetting the fact that they have a mother, a father, and people who care about them. So if you take anything out of being in this community, remember to always respect each other. I don't know how much longer this community will last. I don't have a set date of when it will end, right? I plan on ideally going until my time in the military ends. Obviously, I'm going to Korea soon, and we're getting kind of close. We're about 3/4 of the way through China, right? And Lo and I are already talking about operations that we're planning on doing after. But nevertheless, hope you all enjoy your time here, right? I hope you guys all enjoy your time here. You make friends, you laugh, and most importantly, create memories. The final thing I'll say is thank you. To every person that's sitting in one of these seats, to every person that's in this VC, to every person that left, retired, banned, blacklisted, whoever you are, if you joined this community and click the link, thank you. Because this community wouldn't utilize the lessons that you as a person gave us to be who we are today. So thank you. Each and every one of you. I love you guys. Happy 5 years. I apologize for being a yapper. Hope you guys have a good night. If you want to attend the game night, we're probably going to be doing TTTs the way it sounds. It's really fun. But other than that, that's all I got for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed tonight.
Woo! Chicken! 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 Bravo! Bravo!
Oh god.
Oh, chicken.
Alright. Can we do alright, so what was voted on? What was voted on? What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? TTT? Alright, I'll start up the server.
Hell yeah,
Yes.
Hey, so for those of you, if you're like, oh, what is TTT? I don't know what that is. So it's literally, I would argue it's more fun than
Among Us with guns.
Among Us with guns. It's basically that.
No,
it's
we
really
missed
fun.
Lewis speech.
It's my
We
name.
missed Lewis speech.
Oh, Lewis speech.
Oh, Lewis.
Lewis,
wait,
you want to
Lewis,
have
Lewis,
Lewis? You want
oh,
the
Lewis, wanna speak?
Lewis? You want the Lewis?
I have nothing prepared, so no thank you.
Bro, we went
Okay.
all off dome. Most of us went
Yeah,
off
everybody
dome.
went
I went off dome, Lewis. You gotta
Coke,
do it.
Coke just reminded me of the promo.
Nah, you know, we've already left the game. It's okay.
Yeah.
Another
Alright.
time. I've
What's
yapped
up?
enough.
Lewis, I did speak on your behalf right before you joined. You joined right after I was talking about you, by the way.
Yippee.
So you missed it, but there will be a recording of the game. There will be a recording of the game. And you
Custer,
can-
why can't we join off you, bro?
I have
because
a
I don't know if I'm in the right game. Hold on.
I have a recording, so
We're talking about
thank
Trader
you.
Town, right?
Oh, but
Yeah,
yeah,
better
yeah.
done.
let me find it real quick.
I wish I came earlier, but I was at school.
Gecko.
Yeah.
Belly, you would have had the opportunity to speak too.
Why is the
Oh,
game
well.
broken?
Dude,
Wait, hold on!
why
Don't
is
join!
my-
Don't join! Don't join! Don't join! Don't join! Don't join! Hold up! They changed everything.
Who said my name?
Hold on.
What? Name? What?
What do you mean they changed everything?
It's broken.
I mean-
You don't start in a menu anymore now.
They
No,
broke the
it's
game.
broken.
Yeah, you start
No,
in like an actual game now. You join.
The
So,
servers
okay,
are
I gotta
free.
go.
Oh yeah,
Let's
you
just
do.
make
You
one.
Yeah,
do
that's what I'm
those
doing right
things.
now. That's what I'm doing. Here, I got it.